He's not going to be removed.
You feel confident in that?
My 357 Magnum is comfortable with that. End of story.
And they remove him in the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll cause physical violence in this country that we haven't seen since the first Civil War. I think it'll become the second Civil War.
I would think that there would be a strong movement, would be very negative, possible violence, not that I'm condoning violence. There'll be a lot of mad Americans, possibly 70, 80 million Americans on the loose, not very happy.
He's not.
All right, Shalom. Before I get started, I'm going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule and teach well. And peace and safety to the Akim that spread around the four corners of the world that's pushing out this truth, that's giving our diligence and putting their lives on the line to do so. It's the brother Karas here at the GMS Atlanta camp. Just here with the lesson. You know, as you've seen, as the short clip, you know, that was in front of the video, basically speaking on, you know, if Trump, you know, is actually, if he's actually impeached, they believe, Americans, Trump supporting Americans believe that was sparked off a race war, you know, and, you know, I just wanted to do the lesson speaking on that because the scriptures speak about, you know, the race wars, you know, whether, you know, whatever the reason, you know, that sparks it, you know, whether Trump, you know, is impeached or not, you know, the race wars are still going to happen. And that video shows you, you know, that's why, you know, DJ Trump, you know, he really brought back that true, you know, white, you know, so-called white American, basically their personality. He brought it back, man, you know, because for a while, you know, so-called white, you know, men, we know him as Esau Edom, you know, they were trying to hide, you know, their true colors. You know, they were trying to hide, you know, who they really are, you know, try to push, you know, the whole equality, you know, but, you know, the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua really, you know, is intensifying this thing, man, to where the so-called white man is showing his colors, man, you know, and Jake, you know, isn't going to bow down to it, man. You know, Jake is going to fight back, you know, which is that those race wars that the scriptures speak about, man. You know, you had the one Edomite talk about his 357 guns, and you know, you even had which I believe, you know, through the spirit, the guy was a tear. He was a Trump supporter, you know. But just you know, back to the point, these race wars, you know, are coming, man. You know, as the scriptures say. So I'm going to get a couple of scriptures, you know, just speaking on that. This 2nd Ezra 15, I'll start at verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." We all know that word woe means destruction. It says, verse 15, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against the other, and swords in their hands." You know, and that sword, you know, is it can be an actual sword or just a instrument of war or a weapon. So like it, you know, whether it's a gun, you know, the missiles, also known as swords. You know, Esau was blessed with the sword, you know, which is you know, any instrument that can be used to as harm, man. You know, so it says one people should stand up and fight against the other, man. You know, that's the, you know, basically the race wars, man. You know, and Donald Trump, you know, who you know, white Americans, so-called white Americans, you know, support so much and believe wholeheartedly that he's going to make America great again, he's actually driving it to the ground, man. You know, to where America is going to be destroyed, man. You know, this verse 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." You know, so that sedition among men, I wanted to get that word sedition. Sedition, I have it pulled up here. Just a basic Google search. And it says conduct or speech enticing people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch, man. That's those race wars, man. It says there should be a sedition among men. So the people are gonna, whether they're for or against, Trump, they're gonna rise up, and fight one another, man. To the various littlest of the civilians, all the way to these top nations, man. And it's coming to a city near you, man. A neighborhood near you, man. A street near you, man. And only the servants, of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, and the 1/3 is going to be protected. Because the everyone is going to be tried, man. Even the prophets. But the difference is the prophets are going to make it out, man. So this is it's like my phone acting crazy. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9. So like it. All right, here you go. I'll start at verse 3. I'll just start at the top. 2nd Ezra 9:1. It says, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." So that's showing you that the end of the world is coming. Just that word world just means end of Esau's rulership, basically, man. A transfer of rulership. Everything isn't gonna be destroyed, man. Just America is going to be destroyed in totality. And it's verse 3. It says, "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world." See, let's look into that word uproars. Because this is how we measure the time, that we're in, man. Because you've seen the clip that's in the beginning of the video that said it's basically showing the uproars of the people, man. It says a loud and impassioned noise or disturbance, a public expression of protest or outrage. So that's what's this is Salaki. This
Can
is
be removed. He's not going to be removed.
Salaki. This is an example. Of the uproars of the people, man, because the title says Trump supporters declare the official civil war 2 as soon as Trump is impeached. So it's just showing you that a war, which we know that it's going to be the World War III, as the scriptures tell us, but nevertheless, the uproars and the race wars are coming, which is a sign that we're at the end, man. It says, I reread verse 3, it says, "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people of the world," that word uproars literally means a public expression of protest or outrage, which we sing. It says, verse 4, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, man. You know? So it says, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, man. You know, this is just an example showing you that we're at the end of Esau Edom's rulership, which are you so-called white men. You know? So I just wanted to hit that point. You know, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm going to go ahead and close out by giving our praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule and teach well. Till next time, Shalom.